Hey guys, I'm Mike, and this is my quick reference guide to blending modes in Photoshop and Mega Studio. We have our layers set up here. I have a layer set with Lighten. We're going to be talking about the mode Lighten right now. And I have underneath just a scan of this Thanos commission. And I'm going to show you how you can use this. First, let's define what Lighten is. Lighten takes the RGB values of the set layer, so that means the layer that says Lighten on it, and it compares them to the layer below, and the color with the higher value is displayed. This is kind of a wordy way of saying the closer you are to white, the more your work is going to get overwritten. So let me show you what that means. And I'm just using a generic soft airbrush here just so you can see. If you paint with white, you will overwrite your work. Now you're not really overwriting it because the whole draw of blending modes is that they're non-destructive. You can create huge sweeping changes and undo them in a heartbeat. So that's good. Why would you want to even ever use white? We can create huge like lens flare effects. If this was some giant thing, you could easily wash them out and create some sort of like big shiny Baldy head thing if you wanted to. And of course that applies to anything. It's just you're lightening, right? But for more subtle effects, when you become more saturated, you get a certain degree of transparency, and I'll show you what I mean. So when you fill it with that white color, you can't see anything underneath. And because you're replacing the color value and not necessarily the value, when you compare them, that's really wordy and awkward. The more saturated you are, the more you'll see what's underneath. That's the best way of looking at it. And you can, it probably isn't something that you're going to want to put on full blast the entire time. So, but if you wanted to just go in and just create a little rendering and add a little color at the same time, because you are going to get hard color shifts, meaning that your color is going to become that yellow color. It's not like a multiply where you're going to get some value in between or some sort of mixed thing. You are going to get that yellow color on those lighter pixels. So you could change the color of everything. Also, you can use it as a fill tool, like this, and then to create effects, like as if there was a fire in the corner, something like that. You could use a gradient, and then you could take a. I've just got transparent pixels here. And you can get some kind of effect that goes across the whole thing. And of course you can, another easy way to do that is to use your marquee tool and just fill areas and then mess with the opacity. See how it's see what I did there? If you wanted something really intense like that, you could do that. But yeah, that's how you use Lighten. I think this one's fairly self-explanatory, apart from you're replacing the color thing and not necessarily the value, which I think could be a little confusing. But once you see it in action, it's like, oh, that's what it does. And hopefully you'll find a lot of good uses for it. I've got videos on my channel for every single blending mode that are just short like this, little 5-minute things of what they do and a couple ideas of how to use them with your art. Please comment below if you have other questions about what I did or other ideas for videos. I'm happy to hear them. I am aware that Thanos' stones are out of order. Someone told me that, so I apologize if that offends you. And I'll talk to you soon. Like and subscribe. Thanks, guys.